Didn't see you there. It's Rich from Limited Cards. I was just ready to poke some holes in these boxes and send them off to all the needy people out there. No, seriously. In the workshop, this is where I do woodworking type things. Working on my woodworked booster boxes. These are actually not real booster boxes. I've made them out of wood. So I wanted to stop for a second and talk to you guys about, I just ran a sale on my eBay store. Did like a 10% off thing for Memorial Day weekend. I don't run that many sales. I just let them sell, but what the heck? Throw it on there. And I've got this buy 3, get 1 free type thing. So if the combination of the two, I mean, the buy 3, get 1 free, people will buy it. It's not crazy. But when I stacked that 10% on, it just blew up. I mean, you guys came through and stole from me. There were a lot of orders of cards that I have at my baseline price that I like to have them at. And when they dip below that, I end up, I believe, paying eBay to sell these cards. But it gets made up for, people buy multiples, whatever. So, but it really got me thinking about, you know, I throw up this sale. It's 10% off. Let's say you're buying a $1 card. That's 10 cents off. And for some odd reason, that's appealing enough for people to buy. I mean, I think, you know, it makes sense to wait for any kind of, you know, any kind of cash back or percent off. And that's when you jump in and buy. I mean, I'm selling singles here, so it's not like these are long-term investments. Most of them, at least. But I'm looking at the sales, and it's through the roof. I mean, yeah, we're in a bullish time, too. Do this in the middle of 2022, you're not going to get the same result. And we're after tax time. Fair. No, this was not planned. I just wanted to do something fun. I just thought it was so crazy that when things are on sale like that there are just so many buyers chomping at the bit. It's kind of like what's going on with TCG Player with their 2 sales events that they have every single year. And people flood into the market and push the prices up during these events. It's happening now. I mean, it wasn't happening a few years ago. Will we ever get back to those times? Who knows how long it'll be till we do. Right now, it's bullish. But I'm looking at my sales, and the cool thing about eBay is they have different metrics of, you can see, I mean, you can't really see about the people that buy from you, but you can see when you have repeat buyers or new buyers, or, you know, different times of the year when there are surges or spikes in buying. And I was looking at the new buyers versus the repeat buyers. And it's interesting because the new buyers completely outdid the repeat buyers on my sale. And I'm a nobody. Unlimited Cards LLC on eBay. I mean, how many people out there really know I exist, you know? I am a nobody. So I don't command for like the whole market, right? But I'm looking at these metrics, and if that's how it presents to me with a larger store, it's going to show on a larger scale. That's really all that's the difference. I mean, if I have 1,000 orders, some other store would have 1,000,000 orders. But the percentage, I would say, is at least 70, if not 80%. They have those metrics. I didn't look at them, but it was 70, probably 80% were just brand new buyers that have never bought from me before, which is interesting to think about. You think with the sales, if you put up a sale, you have people who already are following you or already are watching your store, they like you or whatever, and once they see a sale, they know, I mean, either you're a good or a bad seller. I feel like I'm a pretty good seller, and they know I will ship fast. And so when you see a sale like that, it should incentivize you to buy. But in all reality, it was just brand new buyers. Maybe that's how eBay is designed. I have no idea. I don't know the behind the scenes schematics, but just reporting what it looks like for me. 70 to 80%. And I got thinking about it. And, I got thinking about over the years of selling here. And there are a few names that come up that have been buying from me for years. It's just an absolute amazing feeling. It's beautiful. And you also think about all the names that have dropped off. Now, with eBay, it's really hard. There's so many sellers out there. People just drift in different directions. I used to do it too as a buyer, so I get it. Those buyers aren't quite all just gone from the whole system. But it's amazing to know how many new people constantly flood into this system. It's, when you sit down and you think about it, I mean, there's one or two people that are watching. I mean, nobody watches channels like mine, but other channels, larger YouTube channels out there. And most of those people are actually new. And you don't really think about it until the person mentions it, because they can see the analytics. I'm not important enough on YouTube to have analytics, or maybe I can say, I don't know. I haven't figured that part out yet. But I know YouTubers that have mentioned about their analytics, and there's just so many new and young people that keep flooding into the system, which creates a couple things. Number one, there's a lot of repetitive lessons that keep getting passed on to the public. That's part of this whole shabam of trading cards. People need to be reminded because they're new and they've never learned. Now, think about this for a second. Let's say, for example, instead of 6 months, let's say, Magic or Pokemon, or, there are other big name card games out there. Flesh and Blood, Weiss Schwarz, Lorcana, I guess, is still alive. People still buy Force of Will. I mean, I'd say for a game of Force of Will, the people have been there for a long time. But these other card games, what if their lifespan of the player base wasn't 6 months? What if it was 6 years? What would that do to the market? If everyone was on the same gravy train, learning the same thing, and they all just knew what exactly to do. for 6 years. You know, they say if you want to play in this space, spending years in it just makes you smarter. I remember when I first started jumping in, the stupid decisions I made. And I look back on it and I laugh. Am I the smartest person in this world? No. But I've learned a lot more since I did back then. When you constantly have these new people flooding in, there's two things that happen. Maybe three. Number one, there's going to be a lot of anger and frustration of people who have never been through the experience before. And you're going to hear about it on the internet. That's where we all hear it. Number two, there's always a chance for learning. And there's a lot of people that really know what they're doing that feel like, I think that they have to be repetitive all the time. Just constantly saying the same thing. It's because everybody's new out there. Constantly. But the third thing a lot of people don't think about is the opportunity that lies within this space. If everyone was here for years and years and years, there would be less opportunity because everyone would have figured out the flow of things. If everyone had been in this system for 6 years, I mean, that's a good chance of seeing a couple market cycles, a down cycle, an up cycle in that amount of time. There's a good chance you're going to see that. It's almost like a probability. So people are going to learn how to go about the cycles, which, if you kind of think about it, with the way things are moving faster and faster when there's a dip, it can pop up much faster. Or when we're at the top, I guess we can fall faster too. And really that just kind of speaks to a lot more people know than they did back then. Is it a good or a bad thing? I mean, speak to someone like me, ask me that question, and I'll tell you, I don't even think it cares. No one cares. I mean, people care, but I don't. Because I still see the opportunity in this space, even though more and more people are finding out about this. There are still so many more people that have no idea what they're doing coming into this space, and it creates opportunity in a couple different ways. People might fire sell when they get scared. People back away when it looks like it's not doing anything. And then prices surge when everybody finds out and floods right into it. It's getting messy right now. And the one note I want to put out there is I'm noting that a lot of people out there are using leverage and using debt in order to attain the higher goals. Historically, that is a sign to watch out for. Does that mean we're going for a crash? Should I name this video Recession so everybody watches it? No. I'm just more cautious in most categories. There are certain categories, though, that I'm still bullish in. Like I was saying, was in my last video? I don't know. I used to buy in 2021 one of the craziest, rampest bull runs that, I mean, maybe this year is. And when I bought during that year, there was so much opportunity. I didn't realize. Hope you guys can hear the ducks in the background. They're running around like crazy. I didn't realize just how much opportunity there is, and you just don't have enough people to handle the market. There's always a hole somewhere. Will that ever change one day? Maybe. I mean, we're a long way away from that right now. But I'm looking at all these new people flooding into my store, which is great because they're going to find out I'm a great seller. Some of them are going to stick. And there are certain things that I do with my listings so it looks like me. And you can notice me. And I've seen people copy my titles and I don't know how that went for them. I don't recommend being a copycat. So certain people can identify my listings, and that brings in more people. That's great. But all in all, I'm probably going to end up losing them. Most of them, probably 95% of them over the next few years. Those who are patient and just wait and ride the waves tend to do better in the long run. I don't know how many people need to be said this. I don't understand why that's such a hard concept. I think the only barrier in between us and that idea is anxiety or just itchiness of, we want it now. Entitlement, you could say. If you truly are patient, ride the roller coaster, learn to buy within downtimes and uptimes, you probably are going to do well in the long term. Now, does that mean everything? I mean, I've got a Foundations beginner box here. This thing's going to the moon. That was not advice at all. This thing could be flat until I'm dead. But I love it. And if I truly ran into a situation that was too big to handle in life, there are contents in there that can be sold a little bit quicker. I just remember when I buy this or when I buy this, I have to truly sit down and ask myself, do I need this money? Do I need this? And I think the problem that people have is they're like, well, I got everything covered, I'm good. No. Do you need this money in 5 years? Because if you can think of any kind of situation that'll stop you from letting this appreciate all the way to the top within a 5-year span, and you're buying this, you're probably on the wrong track. Life is a slog. You have to keep moving forward, one step at a time. And some people have the ability to buy more than others. But for all the new people out there, most of you are going to be gone. You're probably going to forget this ridiculous video with the ridiculous background. Yeah. There are a few out there that do stay, though, and they're quiet. They're not the loud ones on the internet complaining about this or that. And there are people doing very well out there. Ask yourself, are you new? Are you seasoned? What do you need to do to get to the next level? I'm going to keep buying this. Back to punching holes.